Welcome to Ismailia, Egypt, and to the Confederation of African Football's Under-20 Africa Cup of Nations, where today it is all about Group A as tournament debutants and surprise package Sierra Leone see if they can continue their stunning start to this tournament. They'll be taking on a Tanzanian side looking for their first ever win at the championships. And if they are going to achieve that, they're going to have to do something they have never done before, which is take the lead in a game at the finals. With 5 teams in Group A, any win, any 3 points are absolutely vital. It is Sierra Leone who currently top the pile, courtesy of an opening day draw against Zambia, and then a stunning 4-1 victory last time out against the host nation, Egypt. As for Tanzania, who we're seeing getting off their bus here, well, they've just played the one game because on each round of matches in Group A, one of the 5 teams has to sit it out. They lost their opening match 1-0 to South Africa, and they'll be looking to improve upon that, of course, as they enter their second encounter. Inside the Tanzania dressing room we go. And a look at the names of some of the players who will be hoping to achieve history today for their side. Well, this team, Sierra Leone, have already achieved history, and how. Tournament debutants they may be, but they have started this competition as if they are seasoned campaigners, picking up 4 points in their opening 2 games and scoring 4 goals, no less, against the host. That is really quite some feat. The first tournaments to score 4 goals in a game at their first finals in 20 years, Sierra Leone. Benin, the last side to do it in 2005. So lots to look forward to, lots to get our teeth into, and is it the case that Sierra Leone will be able to do that again? We're going to find out very shortly. Kickoff between Tanzania and Sierra Leone coming up shortly.
For those who love it, those who support it, and those who play it, Orange is here. Orange, proud sponsor of African football.
Here, we're known for our sense of service. It's all about finding ways to support you. Day after day, doing everything we can to be useful and providing energy in all its forms. Everywhere, every time, all across the continent.
Welcome back to Ismailia as the teams come out for this Group A encounter between Tanzania and Sierra Leone. The Tanzanians in blue. Sierra Leone, will they be able to maintain this stunning momentum? The side in green on your screens. What about Momo Ibrahim Kamara, their number 10? Can he also continue to impress? A hat-trick last time out against the Egyptians. So much to be intrigued by as this encounter will unfold, but of course before the international, the national anthems.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem of Tanzania.
Starting with them of Tanzania. proud moment once again for the Tanzania delegation now, the national anthem of Sierra Leone. Cries of "come on" you can hear from the Sierra Leone delegation. They look to take 3 points and so put half a foot in the next round of the knockout stages of this competition. Tanzania, when the Pang started the last time around, just an unsettled back line for the Tanzanians because their coach has made 5 changes to the team, beaten by South Africa last time out. So very much a reshaped side captained by Elias Lawi. Clearly Suleiman Hamed unhappy with what he saw. Opening day defeat the game against South Africa taking place on Wednesday. Having sat out the first game, Tanzania, they're now into the swing of things, playing not just on Wednesday and today and then Tuesday and Friday, so they can really get into their groove. The referee today from Ivory Coast, Hugo Modeste Richard Kokora. Supported by officials from Nigeria and Cote d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast as well. You can see the video assistant referees as well. As for Sierra Leone, well, it's a much more routine affair for their coach. Just the one change for him, bringing in Mohamed Fofana, wearing number 7. The forward with East End Lions, there you go on the left of your screen, wasn't even in the squad last time out. So straight into the thick of the action. Samuel Gandhi will continue to lead the line despite having failed to score, but all eyes on number 10, Momo Camara. A hat-trick last time out. The host nation, what a moment it was and what goals they were as well. 2 of them from outside the box and the other from just inside. Arguably the pick of the bunch as he side-footed it to the top right-hand corner. And the final huddle. And then to the serious business. Can the shooting stars, as Sierra Leone's under-20 side are known, keep up this fine start? A reminder that they are top of this 5-team group. It's a little bit difficult to look at because of the fact that it's never going to have a full set of games until the 5th and final one. But Sierra Leone, Egypt and South Africa have all played twice. Sierra Leone top with 4, Egypt, South Africa on 3, Zambia on 1, and they played once in Tanzania, pointless. So we are underway. Sierra Leone kicking us off in Ismailia, playing from right to left in all green. Tanzania from left to right in blue shirts, black shorts, and black socks. A side that also, like the Sierra Leoneans, relative newcomers to this tournament. Tanzania only made their debut in the Under-20 African Cup of Nations in 2021. It's their second ever campaign, but they come here as CECAFA champions, having won the regional East African tournament last year on home soil, beating Kenya in the final, beating Uganda in the all-important semi-finals, with both finalists making it through to this tournament. As you can see, the ball hitting the referee Kakura. Drops it back in. Sierra Leone in possession with the man to watch, Momo Camara. 19 years of age, plays his club football in the United States with Minnesota United. Captain of the side, and how he led them on Wednesday against the hosts, who started the tournament well, Egypt, with a 1-0 win against South Africa. Then they took the lead against Sierra Leone. And after that, well, they had no response. Sierra Leone had everything. 4 unanswered goals. Camara sealing his hat-trick deep into stoppage time. The players will be happy that much of the pitch is in shade, given the heat. First touch for Mohamed Fofana into the side today. One of a handful of players with East End Lions back home in Sierra Leone. And here he is, the 19-year-old, to the byline. He goes, plays it back in. Keita deliver the cross. Tight space, boxed into a corner was Saeed Naushad for Tanzania. Well, the challenge facing Tanzania today is the fact that they have never kept a clean sheet in the Under-20 AFCON. They've never even led at the tournament, but they could be in here. What a heavy touch it was from Alpha Toure. He recovered well, the central defender for Sierra Leone. About time, Camara opens the play. A lot of running there, demanded. On the right flank, but Slawi just clears the lines for Tanzania. Saidu Bangura looking for Fofana. Back with Bangura. A handful of them in the squad. Two Kamaras on the pitch as well, Momo Kamara and Mohamed Kamara. Nice start from Sierra Leone, and they forced a corner as well. Ismail and Pack, the stopper, looking on. Keita with the in-swinger, good delivery as well. decent punch away from the Tanzanian keeper. Good interaction again, and read it well and managed to keep it in play as well. A little bit of confidence. Could run this down the left-hand side, and look at that, from one end of the pitch to the other from the Tanzanians. Good running there from Cyprien Shakur Kashwele. Plays for Vancouver in Canada. Only player in the starting 11 for Tanzania who plays his club football outside of the country. Toure with a header away. Momo Camara. A little bit too much on that, and is allowed Tanzania to have the ball back and a chance to build again from the back. Malawi. Tanzania may have made it through as the Central African champions. As for Sierra Leone, they were in the WAFU West African Football Union Zone A when they beat the Gambia in the semi-finals after having topped their group in style. 7 points out of a possible 9 for Sierra Leone. Gambia in the semis have got a good record at youth football. And fellow West Africans, but they were seen off 3-0. Sierra Leone were in the final. Beat Senegal, the reigning under-20 champions, going down, excuse me, by 2-0. This was all back in September. The Liberian capital Monrovia hosting WAFU Zone A games. Just popped out of play, given the injury to Saidou Bangura, one of those with Easted Lions, the 19-year-old centre-back. Ahmed Suleiman is not just the manager of Tanzania's under-20 side, he's also been the caretaker man in charge of Tanzania since early last year, January 2024. As we see Mohamed Camara, who has spearheaded this stunning Sierra Leonean start. You can see that his foot just landed awkwardly for Bangura. Did a bit of treatment, and always worrying when nobody is around the player. A little nutmeg, some nice skills as well to get it past his opponent. Couldn't keep it in play. Vedastus pull. It's a slip for Fana. And he's played it into Gandhi. That's a really good recovery tackle from Vedastus. Just as Sierra Leone had that goalpost right before them. Sumum just runs into his opposite man. Guru with the header. Kamara. Backed himself to win the race against one. He couldn't do it against two. Top scored in qualifying for Sierra Leone, Momo Kamara. 3 goals there as well. There's 3 goals in Egypt in the early stages of the competition, making the early tournament scorer, top scorer. Still a long way to go, of course, and just how far can Sierra Leone go? Ismail Omar Ali with the throw. Opening it up. Long and direct and looking for Kibeku. Just too much for Ashrafu Kibeku to latch onto that. An awfully long way. The Azam FC player. Heavy touch. Chance again for Sierra Leone, and Gandhi is in behind. Men in the middle, only one of them. He just played it far too far in front of Saliu Ba. Made his feelings clear about the delivery that came in. Free kicker, eager challenge coming in. Nathaniel Jallo clipping his opponent as he came through. Turns the tide a bit for Jallo, who was heavily fouled in the opening game of Sierra Leone against Zambia. Kibeku inside for Fafana. Fafana recovered enough to put him off his stride. Better this from Tanzania. Good flowing move. So Jallo just cut that out. Gambia giving it away. Just have to have the throw in, no more. Cashwele won it, was going to take it. Into the middle it goes. Headed away importantly by Keita. Nicely again, winning it back in the middle of the pitch, but Sierra Leone profit from some loose play. Both teams looking as though they really want to get on and find a goal. Camera just inside for Cabia. Cabia will just sit very deep. Wearing number 5 in midfield. He is. Just a little bit scrappy at present. Side having got into their groove, then Samuel Seleman Jami Jr. Through the KMCFC man. The time as well, and the space. Well, as Tanzania made their debut in this competition in 2021, they Momo camera just overhit it, about unable to latch onto it, but that was a very, very promising opening for Sierra Leone, which they were unable to profit from. Just too much on the pass from Momo camera. The press won them possession, and this was a fairly routine pass. It was just half a boot ahead of Saliou Ba, the two players who scored against Egypt, combining for Sierra Leone. Into the middle it goes. Is this Tanzania's first ever goal at these 2025 African Under-20 Cup of Nations? And you know that it is not. How on earth did he miss that? Well, that was a chance for Tanzania, and Bakari to give his side the lead at the Under-20 AFCON for the first time ever, and you are not going to get a better chance than that. Across the face of goal, he just couldn't sort his feet out. It is a horror miss from Tanzania's number 11. The goal at his mercy. Little surprise he is wearing a look of disgust on the bench, because Tanzania just find goals so hard to come by since their debut in this tournament in 2021. They played 4 games and they have scored just the 1 goal. Came in their second game in the group stages of their debut appearance in 2021 against the Gambia. Novartis Dismas finding an equaliser just 2 minutes from time. They conceded 8 in that campaign, which shows you what a baptism of fire it was for them. They improved obviously against South Africa when losing by a goal to 0. But the fact remains it is 1 goal from 4 games. No clean sheets, and so when opportunities come along like that, they've got to be taken. Jami Jr. Set it up for Bakari. Kibeku inside. Bakari doing well to ride the tackle, but loose with the pass, and Sierra Leone can pick this up. The Shooting Stars. To cede possession. Said Naushad. This is Sierra Leone's 3rd of their 4 group games. Tanzania's 2nd out of their 4. This it is South Africa on Tuesday for Sierra Leone, and then they're going to face a nervy 5th and final match day in this group A. As they will sit it out and see if they've done enough. to make it into the knockout phase. What a feat that would be. Whoever wins the quarterfinals, of course, makes it to the World Cup later in the year. The African Championships, long having doubled up as qualifiers for the Under-20 World Cup as well. A tournament happening in Chile later in the year. The story would be if Sierra Leone made it Under-20 AFCON could make it to their first ever Under-20 World Cup as well. Shwele just should have impeded Jallo. Jallo again. A bit of space in there, but the pass was hit Kibeku. Tanzania still have it with the ricochet. Important defensive block there by Toure. Absolutely nothing to separate the sides. Push in the back and a free kick to Tanzania. And as for Tanzania, they will next face Zambia. That's on Tuesday. And then they finish against the host, Egypt, on Friday. Got some work to do if they're going to be in the mix, Tanzania. But those close to the squad say they're much better prepared than they were 4 years ago. A far greater understanding of what it takes to succeed at this level. Well, that's surely going to be offside. As soon as he touches this, it'll be. I mean, he's in, and the ball is in the back of the net, and it should theoretically be a moment to save it, but he was a mile offside in the build-up. I think he might have known it as well. Chami Jr., look at that, comfortably a couple of yards offside. At least he showed that he knows where the back of the net is. Took it nicely, opening up his body. Warning sign for Sierra Leone, but they will argue that their defensive line and offside line held firm. These men also had a goal ruled out. Gandhi against Egypt, yet to score, but the man entrusted with leading the line for Sierra Leone. Nice footwork again from Momo Camara. Hamid Camara. Keita. Safar. Sierra Leone with numbers forward in the final third. Will be forced back. Toure. Just playing in between the lines and cut out. Shwele fell that, and Jallo could be in trouble with the referee. He's trying to point out that he's not done too much wrong, but Cyprian Shakur Kashwele would disagree. Clearly unhappy about that, the FC Calon man. Sierra Leone international star Calon. For Inter Milan. Just a leading figure in the game and the country. One of their major stars. And the hope is, of course, that this generation of players will start producing more and more like him. Camera is the man that people will be certainly keeping an eye on and seeing what he can do, and seeing what he will do in his career. Loose from Bar. Kiveku. Very tight spaces in which to play. Who tries to find men in the middle, but Jallo equal to it. Fafana started the game on the left side, now on the right. He's lost it, and there's just not enough pitch. A marauding move down the left-hand side from Tanzania. Yet to force as well. Bank. Tanzania goal into action. Yet to get a shot away. In case you've joined us late, Tanzania really should be leading. Bakari missing an open goal 10 minutes ago. The goal was at his mercy. He just could not sort his feet out. He just had to tap it 2 yards or so into an empty net. Otherwise, the free goal-scoring form that we saw from Sierra Leone against Egypt, absent for now, but their 4 goals came in the second half of that encounter. Trailing by a goal at the break. If they want omens for Sierra Leoneans, they might like to point to the fact that the last team that scored 4 goals against Egypt at an under-20 AFCON went on to win the tournament, because that was Senegal 2 years ago. Egypt the host then, and stepping in at relatively short notice for these championships. Could not hold. Sort of touch from his court as well, but play on advantage play by the referee. Into the middle it goes, and a crucial touch took it away from the head of Gandhi. Really important defending there. Is the gaping goal. So look at that, it's something Gary wanted to see again. It was there for him. He just sank his head into the turf. Seconds that followed. Both these sides like play it quickly through the midfield if they can. Sierra Leonean fans. Too much to excite them so far. Just a stray arm there from Ismail. Catching Mohamed Fofana. Keita. Dispossessed. Just too much on it. Frustration from Jamie Jr. Into another Momo camera, unable to bring Gandhi in. 18 years of age, Gandhi, the striker for Sierra Leone. It's a better ball forward, and that's nicely played as well. Into the middle it goes. Into the sky it goes as well, and Quebec with the header. That picks it up. It was Mohamed Camara who got the cross in. He's still lurking on the left-hand side. But Momo Camara. Can Sierra Leone make this one count? Can't, because Malawi to clear it away. Tanzania skipper plays for Coastal Union back home. Camara, well, he's gone down. Didn't really complain too much to the referee. A little look. Cabia. Seems to have recovered from that jolt that he took earlier in the game. Fine, good pocket of space for him. Jallo down the right-hand side. Just trying to find space for the cross. Good hounding from the Tanzania, but overly aggressive in the eyes of the Ivorian official Abdul Karim Kiswanya. An opportunity for Sierra Leone to get men forward. Finally, possibly. Fashion a shot on goal. In it goes. Inadvertently went forward. The greatest free kick. Toure. Again, Alpha Toure. Frustrated figure. He gives the thumbs up to the man who looked for him, Alpha Toure. He's had little to work with so far. Toure again. Can't be done. Ismail spot of space for Cashwele. A little tight these last few moments. Down by Melshad. And then his desperation to win the ball back. Saeed Melshad. He's picked up a yellow card, a substitute in the first game. Kagera Sugar midfielder. Chosen to start today. But that wasn't the finest bit of play. There we go. Just dribbled under him. Trying to win it back. Clearly caught. The right foot. Cabia instantly felt it. Shallow. Cabia. Keita now. To Saliuba, to the byline. Nice cross in. He's going to find a player in green. Jallo. Striker goal for Mohamed Kamara, and into the back of the net. He goes on the rebound. It's not going to count though. Well, Gandhi thought he finally got his first goal of the tournament, but the flag went up instantly for offside. The strike from Mohamed Kamara just too hot for handle for Ismail Mpank. That was a really good volley. He's certainly not offside, Gandhi. This surely will need to be checked because Gandhi was most confused. Lots of players look that way after they have infringements go against them. You can clearly see there that he was very much onside. There was a Sierra Leone in an offside position. He was not interfering with play. And they will be going to VAR. Well, they will be awarding the golden set straight away. Sierra Leone lead, and Samuel Gandhi has his first goal of the tournament. He's been made to wait in more ways than one. Look at the smile that comes out. He's had a frustrated face for much of this game. But when the chance came his way, his first of the game, Sierra Leone striker has given his side the lead. And once again, Tanzania unable to keep a clean sheet at the Under-20 Africa Cup of Nations. Their fifth game in history of the tournament, and the fifth time they have conceded. Started really well. He put in a dangerous cross, and Jallo into Mohamed Kamara. Great technique on the volley, not the best save from Mpank. And he just popped it exactly where he didn't want to. Back into the 6-yard box where Gandhi was sniffing, pouncing, hungry for goals. And Sierra Leone, the group leaders in Group A, are ahead again. And as it stands, they are on 7 points in the group, which is 4 more than anyone else. Admittedly, they will, of course, have played one more game than both the nearest sides to them, Egypt and South Africa, both of whom have 3 points. Quebecu has got to be careful with his throw-ins because I'm sure that in the rules of the game. They made Gandhi's goal coming just seconds after their first shot on target, which was from Mohamed Kamara. And their second followed a split second later. Separates the sides. Kashuele. Bakari, how costly his miss. Must be feeling now to the Tanzanian side. Got a corner. Claims from Quebecu of a handball in there. As well by Jamie Jr. They're still protesting, the Tanzanians. Work here to do for the Ivorian official. Let's have a look. Bakary. You can see the right hand did touch the ball. Whether it was intentional or not is for the officials to decide. As you see, they have clearly decided it wasn't. Now Shan with a set-piece delivery for Tanzania. Outswinger. Headed away by Sierra Leone. Ba looking instantly to launch a counter. Gandhi. Not enough on that, and really not the greatest touch from him. And once again, in this game, when one side has a corner, the other side goes up the other end and instantly gets one, just as Tanzania did. And Sierra Leone got a corner a few moments ago. Very heavy touch from the skipper. Keita into Ba. Not repeat the trick so much that just drifting out of play. Saliu Ba. He's with Wilberforce strikers back home, the 18-year-old. He's been putting in some decent crosses from their left-hand side in a game where we've not seen too many of them. Shot. Kashwele, striker goal and a strike hit as well from Kashwele. Straight into the arms of Jallo. First proper effort on target, really from Tanzania, in that it had some sting. The Tanzania danger man, Kashwele. Just giving a little indication of what he's about. Vedastas. Bakary. It's not fully cleared out. Into the middle it goes. But I can't clear it. Just can't get this away at the moment, Sierra Leone. Tanzania. Quite a free kick in there. For Gabby, you can see his face, can't quite believe it. Kibeku with the delivery, doesn't beat the first man. Bar will complete the clearance. Kibeku inside, loose from him, Fafana. Keita into Bar. Bar again. Head up, constantly looking. No camera. One challenge and plays it to Fafana, who's dropping up on this left-hand side again. Switcher play from Kiswanya. Cut out by Jallo. Kabia just turning into trouble. Winning the free kick. To the dismay.
Additional time 3 minutes.
Kiswanya. 3 minutes of additional time might be extended. That's the second time in the game that Alpha Cabia has caught it on his right foot. He's certainly going to be feeling that tonight. Accumulation of studs. As we see the goal again. Good ball inside from Jallo. Nice first touch from Mohamed Kamara. Decent volley as well, but Ismail and Pank needed to be pushing that anywhere but there. It should have been going the other way. Instead, Gandhi had it exactly where he wanted. Sierra Leone to the narrow advantage that they may well be taking into the break. Jallo looking on for Gandhi. Really around him, a heavy clattering in from the back by Vidastas. Tells us exactly what he thinks of that, but he did come in from behind. He couldn't know he was there. A bit of a shove as well from the Tanzanian centre-back. They've scored 2 goals already in this competition from outside the area. Sierra Leone. They'll have confidence in letting fly from here. Something special to go in from here, surely. Can Mohamed Fofana deliver that and double Sierra Leone's lead? He doesn't take it, swung it straight at Mpang. No real power on the strike either. That'll be pretty much that for the first half, unless Tanzania, nope, can do something with that attack. Touch on Daniel Jallo. The referee blows for half-time. A half that Tanzania will look back on with real regret, because Bakari Msimu had a glorious chance to give them the lead, only to spurn an open goal and so allow that honour to go to Samuel Gandhi, who shot Sierra Leone ahead just before half-time, after Ismail and Pank could not handle the strike from Mohamed Kamara. Sierra Leone leading Group A before kick-off, and now possibly in line to be extending their lead, should they be able to hold on to this lead in the second period. At half-time in Ismailia, it is Tanzania 0, Sierra Leone 1.
And in the first half of the match, 0 for Tanzania, 1 for Sierra Leone.
So the half-time statistics from this Group A encounter between Tanzania and Sierra Leone. And you can see the West Africans with the majority of the possession and more of the shots on goal. 2 of those coming within the moment, the sequence of the goal itself. Mohamed Kamara's shot being spilled into the path of Samuel Gandhi. As for Tanzania, well, it was just the strike from Kashwele, surely before half-time. So the highlights from the Group A encounter between Tanzania and Sierra Leone, the opening 45 minutes. Sierra Leone in green, Tanzania in blue. This was the moment of the match for the Central African side, when he just had to tap it into an empty net. Bakari Msimu, he tried to change his feet, he could have used his left, instead he tried to switch to use his right. And you can see the muddle that he got himself into. And then Tanzania, who found goals so hard to come by at any under-20 Africa Cup of Nations, did have the ball in the back of the net from Jamie Jr., but he was clearly offside, having set off way too early. Seems to be enjoying the moment nonetheless. And then a really good run here from Saliuba, getting to the byline, finally delivering a decent ball into the area. Jallo finding Mohamed Kamara, good strike from him. Samuel Gandhi has got little to work with, finding the way past and panking goal, only for the offside flag to go up. Well, that was checked by the officials, by VAR, as you can see, and the goal was awarded, rightfully so, because Gandhi was at least a yard onside, and Mohamed Kamara struck the light for the 18-year-old. And that goal enough to separate the sides at half-time. Sierra Leone leading by a goal to nil, and looking to stretch their lead in Group A, if they can maintain their advantage in the second half. So the team's coming back onto the field in Ismailia. Contrasting fortunes, very contrasting team talks, I'm sure. Sierra Leone, a goal to the good, thanks to Gandhi's effort late in the half. Tanzania still struggling to find goals, a feature of their appearance at this competition. The firing of blanks, 1 goal in 4.5 games of under-20 AFCON football now. They certainly had their moments in the opening period. Well, some of their delegation talked about hopes of getting to the World Cup after the qualification. At present, they just need to concentrate on finding the goals and, of course, the points that will get them out of the group. The quarterfinals getting underway on the 12th of May. It's a week on Monday, and it is then that we will know which 4 sides will be representing the continent in Chile at the Under-20 World Cup later this year. Senegal having done that so well last time out. Ghana, the only African nation still to have ever won the tournament back in 2009 on Egyptian soil. The run up to the 2010 World Cup in South Africa on African soil, of course. Feel good feeling there was at that time. And the Ghana victory heralded as something bright for the future. Certainly delivered on the pitch in South Africa in the Senior World Cup. The African game was pushed on since then. Morocco, of course, getting to the World Cup semi-finals last time out. Less than 12 months away from the Nations Cup and just over a year away from the next World Cup in the United States, Canada and Mexico, of course. Now Keita, okay to play on. Jallo. Heavily involved in the first half, but he's lost possession there. Pepino for Tanzania, into the middle. It goes, important header at the back from Bangura. I wonder if the half-time team talk had anything along the lines of being more direct, getting the ball into the Sierra Leone area quicker. By Tanzania. Kiswanya. Now we enter Vedastus. Just a little bit of panic from Vedastus. Well, lots of Tanzanian officials talking about how competing at this stage is all about development. It pushes our youth program forward. For the players themselves, it opens the door to something bigger. And any development of the Tanzanian game at youth level is only going to serve them well. The country is, of course, co-hosting the 2027 Africa Cup of Nations with Kenya and Uganda. It had a long spell not qualifying Tanzania from the senior competition, but they've got to the competition a few times in recent years. And having their youth teams participate in important competitions like the Under-20 AFCON will only help the building process. Coupled, of course, with the fact that clubs like Yanga and Simba are making their mark on the continental club game. That's loose at the back, and this is hesitation. And what is going on here? Sierra Leone not dealing well with this. Just needed a touch. It didn't get it. Kiswanya. Jallo back in goal for Sierra Leone. Kibeku. Bit of space. He didn't make the run. Kashwele, I thought that's where it was going. Well, that will give Tanzania surely optimism, because it wasn't too smart at the back from Sierra Leone. Pipino. Kibeku, bit of space. Naushad with the strike on the turn. And it's much brighter from Tanzania. There's a little bit of belief, confidence coming into their side. There were positives to take from the opening defeat against South Africa. They actually had more shots on target than the South Africans. And although they struggled to find their rhythm early on in the first half, they did so after the break, growing into the game, and they'll obviously be really keen to do that today. Jallo to Ba. Very overhit from Jallo. And Tanzania can break here if they get moving. Kiswanya. Down the line, kept in. You need bodies in the box. Just a couple at present. Kashwele, one of them. And the sting has gone. Still it comes in. Seemingly all the time in the world for Keita just to clear his lines. Vedastas just about holds on to it. Malawi. Nice spin from Ismail. It's physical out there, and the referee letting some challenges go. Now opportunity here for Fofana. If he can get the first touch, he can't. Once again, Malawi sliding in to dispossess a player in green. No entry sign put up by Tanzanian captain. Mike looks on, hoping against hope that his teammates can find the equalising goal and possibly spare what he may consider his blushes. The way in which he didn't clear the ball. And Gandhi found the back of the net. There's a look that says everything about frustrations being felt by Tanzania at present. Kiswanya. Jami Jr. And it goes looking instantly for Kashwele. Bangura cuts it out. Doesn't fully clear. Instead, Keita manages to do that, and Tanzania take the throw quickly. Jami Jr. Looking for Bakari. Really comfortable comfortably dealt with. Kiswanya. Found it easy, Bakari, the Coastal Union player. He went close against South Africa more than once. But he was frustrated on that occasion, just as he has been today. It's better. And a striker goal comes in as well. It's always rising from that man, Jamie Jr. again. He is involved, and along with that man on your screen, Kashwele. The likeliest to make things happen. Momo Kamara thinking about the strike, instead goes left. Looking to get it back from Ba. We certainly know he can hit them, this man. Kabia. Jallo. Fofana to his right if he uses him. Instead, he just finds a player in blue. Kiswanya trying to play Kashwele in behind. Toure and Bangura alert to the danger. Switcher play from Kiswanya. Good ball in as well to the middle. Toure with the clearance.
Go!
Again, Kabia misses it. Kiswanya slips, but Tanzania still in possession. Space on the right-hand side if they can find him. It's under hit. Kinta just plays it forward to back. Left by Kabia. Later tonight, Egypt, vanquished by Sierra Leone last time out, get a chance to put that right when they take on Zambia in the day's second and final Group A game. That is of the third round of games, because as I said earlier, there were also matches on Tuesday and Friday. This unique 5-team group, Group B and Group C, 4 teams. This will be the most useful win for Sierra Leone, should they manage to hold on and get it over the line. Excellent play from Fofana. It's well covered as well at the back. Ismail. Ismail turning into trouble. It does well. Pepino. Kabia. Both sides just struggling to hold on to it. Bakary. To the byline he goes. Men in the middle as well. And he's missed out the ones in the 6-yard box. Jami Jr. will try and knock this back into the middle for Tanzania, looking for options. Toure taking the ball off the toes of Naushad. Been in an offside position in any case. First change. Coming on. Naushad, the man going off. Still, they have it, Tanzania. Kashwele. Ismail. Just forces Bakary a little bit wide. Still lots of blue bodies forward for Tanzania. Can they get a shot away? Forced back for now by Sierra Leone. Kiswanya. Still got it. Not too much with it. Well, belatedly, the offside flag does go up. Appeal by Sierra Leone player. Let's have a look. Just half a yard or so. Kamara instantly claiming for it. Well, he came on last time out, Mandeke, who we just saw pointing their places at football in Nigeria. Last runners academy. And the onus of trying to help turn this around. Goro Heroes. Into the last half hour we go. Bakary. Well, drawing the foul. Junior. The overlapping Quebecu, this is looking promising for Tanzania. It's a really important block by Bangura. They've got it behind, they haven't often. It's all about the delivery from Quebecu. Unfortunately, from his point of view. Pino in the swinger, headed on because the keeper came and missed, and the Tanzania missed as well. And they are getting closer. They just cannot find this elusive goal. Jallo, all at sea. Jami Jr. He got the touch. Look how close that was, millimetres away from touching the post. Frustration, as you might imagine, on the bench especially. The goalkeeper comes and misses like that and you can't profit. It's 3 efforts on goal from Tanzania since the break. Sierra Leone struggled to get even one. It's going to be a foul in the West Africans' favour and a yellow card as well. Kiswanya. 2 yellow cards in the group stage will be enough to rule you out of the next game. Little complaints the Azam midfielder. Zidane looks to be coming off Tanzania as well. We'll have to wait a moment for that. Pepino. Possession coming down for Sierra Leone, which is a testament to Tanzania doing this. Just too much on the push from Kesrele. So it was a simple shoulder, straightforward shoulder barge. Feeling the force of applied shove. Schwelle. This is how he can handle it. Toure going long. Malawi. Gandhi, who's gone. Still the difference between these sides. Backer. Turn. He got the pass, he doesn't. Bangura mopping up again. This time Vedastas flying in. Both centre backs not afraid to do their clearances and tackles on the floor. Doing well to ride the rising foot from Vedastas. So, Maurice Ciccone also coming on for the Tanzanians, as is Zidane. Kibeku heavily involved. Ciccone, a striker, comes on in his place.
Substitution for Tanzania. Player number 2, Awal Ashraf Shariku. Player number 24, Ernie Stephen.
The player coming off. And it was looking might be the one to deliver a goal for Tanzania. That header just, what, 3 minutes ago. Very, very close. He had a strike just before. It's loose at the back from Tanzania. Sierra Leone just... Well, the numbers are back now for Tanzania. Sierra Leone throw nothing more. Zidane on for Tanzania, another with Azam FC. Going in Tanzania. With a name like Zidane. And there might just be a little bit of pressure, obviously. Zinedine Zidane, the great Frenchman who achieved so many things in his career, but none greater than winning that 1998 World Cup on home soil. A couple of goals in the final against Brazil as well. For the great man. Camera. We've seen the twinkling feet and the determination. We haven't seen the efforts on goal from him. He's done well to retain possession for Sierra Leone. Toure. Camera again loves operating in those really tight spaces. Bah. Toure long. Gandhi. Keeps it away, and Tanzania coming forward in the middle, and that's broken to them. For a moment I thought it was going to break again. Jallo. We've seen very little of the ball, Gandhi. He has delivered the all-important moment in this game so far. Still so little ball coming to the 21 for Sierra Leone in the middle now. Striker goal comes in from Fofana. Jallow, it's in the first half. Down. It's just come on Sojourner. Well, he's been very impressive in the central area, Alpha Cavia. TG Fauna. That also goes off. He's worked hard. Suleiman, Sheriff Cabo. Forward with East End Lions, another. The 20-year-old striker goal that, and blazes over. But it was real intent. And struck well as well. Once again, Jallow not called into action in Sierra Leone goal. A little bit of fizz, that strike. Into the final quarter. Hands miss still, surely, on Tanzania minds, but they want to eradicate that. Final 20 minutes or so of what's left of this game. They have built up a rhythm. They have created more chances. Tanzania, they are just struggling to take any of them. Mandeke has just come on, challenge. Sierra Leone, when they beat Egypt last time out after drawing their opener against Zambia, became the first debutants to avoid defeat in their opening 2 games in the U-20 African Cup of Nations in 30 years. Now, 20 minutes away from going a 3rd game unbeaten as well. It has been impressive stuff, and they've been creating a few records. The first debutants to score 4 goals in a game in 20 years since Benin in 2005. First debutants to beat the host since Uganda did so in 2021, admittedly far more recently. The Central Africans beat Mauritania. We've still got 1 game left to go against South Africa. Shooting Stars. Building exposure. So crucial. The formation of players. Kiswanya with Rube. Ismail. Spinning it. Doesn't matter if he takes a little bit of a mini circle to do it. He finds his way past his opposite number. Taking it quickly. Zidane thought he might be ghosting in. That ball drifted into the area. Trotted into fairly unceremoniously. Communication clearly going on about whether Zidane was fouled in this bit. Nice football here from Tanzania, and then the clip on the boot of Zidane is what the officiating crew and VAR team will be looking at. They haven't seen enough, and Tanzania survive. Only ever goal came against West African opposition, Tanzania. Can they find another? And Sierra Leone, just as they did against the Gambia 4 years ago, came very late in the 88th minute on occasion. A 1-1 draw. History repeats itself. With a chance to make that academic. Excellent ball in, but they can't keep their header down. It's Cabo who's just come on with Sierra Leone's first chance of this second period, which tells you everything about the display from Tanzania. Also, of course, about Sierra Leone's display. That was coming, seemingly. Tried an FC back home. Not a lot of contact in there. Well, here's the delivery. Good movement from Cabo as well. Got up well as well, just possibly a fraction too early. Just meant that he couldn't keep the header down. Gandhi, good play from him. It's come into the middle to Camara. He just can't get hold of it. And it'll be tipped behind for a corner. And he was winding up the spectacular volley. Momo Camara sliced at it. He needed to keep his eyes on it, of course. Keita. Camera back to Keita. Good goal. Was it a cross? Was it a shot? Academic either way. Tanzania streaming forward. Bakary. Trying to lead another blue wave. For the Central Africans. Nice idea. Raised from Pepino as if to say, come on. Would one of you not have got that? Nicely worked. Kiswanya. Ismail, Pepino. Ismail. Lovely football this from Tanzania. Is there going to be a big call out? Jallo, not for the first time, testing his innocence. Spot of bother. There was a shove from Nathaniel Jallo. Oh God, you can see his reaction. See too much of that. Ismail. Put in a decent display today at left back. See if he can come back on. Meanwhile, still is on the pitch. Possibly going to find a little bit of open space in front of him. Carbo. Momo Camera. Down the line. Shove in the back. That'll be a Tanzanian free kick. Lovely switch of play out to the right-hand side. Pepino just took his eye off the ball, but Kiswanyu will pick it back up. Pepino again. Tanzania player goes down and another free kick in and around the Sierra Leonean area. Curry just caught by Gandhi. Sierra Leonean striker. Getting back in a bit to supposedly help out on the defensive side. Jallo, we saw how he came and missed for the Jamie Junior header just after the hour mark. Tanzania may well be minded to put the Sierra Leonean goalkeeper under some pressure. See if he crumbles. Bakary and Pepino standing over this. Can Tanzania find an equaliser? Their players arguably deserve. Pepino with the strike, and Pepino into the side netting. Well, it was a decent effort from the Tanzanian midfielder. Well wide in the end. Decent bend and pace on it, just the angle. A couple of yards off with the sighter, but the height was good, the bend was good, the delivery in terms of the power looked enough. A reminder that those possession stats, it was 58% just over for Sierra Leone, which means that Tanzania have just been eking away, having the majority of possession in this half. Momo Camera in the middle. Pank came and missed. Sierra Leone will have the possession here. Just a touch from Pank. Started the first game, Anthony Maligo. back home. Subbed and then didn't start this game, so he'll be itching to get on and find his equalising goal. Mopped it up well enough at the back. They've rarely threatened at the other end. They've had far more of the defensive duties to do. Sierra Leone. Delay here. Let's see. The goalkeeper surely got a touch on the ball. Should have been infringement, and I think that's the decision that has been made. Nice play. Was he put it in after a neatly worked corner. Some finish or some brave head on the end of that for Momo Camara. Dancing for now. Will they be dancing in 10 minutes or so? Come in ahead of Egypt's clash with Zambia. Just under an hour and a half. Kiswanya, space for Pepino. Space for Momo Camara. Hamid Camara. Back to Momo Camara. The shoulder when he could have played it forward. Striker goal from distance. Go down as a shot on target, but it won't register the depth on which it was struck. Sichone. In it comes, important header from Bangura. Kiswanya, ball just stolen off his toes by Fofana. Hamid Camara just about does enough to get it away. Lowy looking long for Mandeke. Again, Keita arcing on the back of the Tanzanian. He concedes a free kick and dispute with the assistant referee as well. Just going to watch their side do a bit of defending. As we tick towards the 88th minute. Tanzania's only ever goal. Under 20 AFCON. It's about taking chances. They set up Lowy, the skipper from the back. Vedastus as well. Just needs a glass if the delivery is good enough. They did get a glass and it came off Cabo. And it's a corner to Tanzania. Will be taken, I would have thought, in the 88th minute. Let's see if Leone can strike twice for Tanzania. Decent header away from Jalo. Swung in deep and they're queuing up at the back stick. Chance here for Vedastus. And it's blocked in behind for another corner for Tanzania. They are not giving this up. They've been pushing and pushing all half. And now they're ending with A little encampment in the Sierra Leone area. Good ball in again. But well dealt with once more by the Sierra Leone defence. Fofana really scrapping, and then there's a foul in there, and that will take the momentum away. Kiswanya just lunging in. Excellent play from that man, Mohamed Fofana. Was not giving up the chase at all. And even when he went down, there was another man in green to help try and carry it away. Toure pumps it long once again. Loose, Momo Camara into Cabo. Cabo to win it for Sierra Leone. And a swinger, and it's just wide of goal. And it was Fauna in the end with the strike. And they've not had too many sightings of the Tanzania goal this half. And it looks as though Cabo was going to be the man here. And excellent defensive play. The Dastus with the block, and then Fauna just asking a lot of it. Needed to really wrap his foot around that ball. Fofana. Ligo just had to go over his head. Still Fofana goes in. Into the 90th minute. Bit of space here for Momo Camara. And the Dastus important challenge once again from the Tanzania centre-back. Well, the good news for Tanzania is that if they can win their final two games, a big if, of course, they have a chance, if not going through in the top two, but as one of the third place sides, the top two, or the best two third place sides do go through. 4 minutes separating Sierra Leone from taking all 3 points that they've had to really work for. You wouldn't know which coach is winning. Dastus, long again, flipped on by Mishwele, route one stuff. Couldn't find it into the path. His fellow forward. Shallow to Cabo. Cabo again, know where it is. Kiswanya. Time running out for Tanzania. Steering ball across, Jallo deals with it as well as he could. Sichone wins the throw in. What's the delivery like? Excellent blocking again from the goal scorer, Gandhi. The ball over the top. A moment of hesitation. Zidane just unable to read the flight of the ball. Still a drill, by the way. That is a with a Peter. Is a little bit similar. Fofana with three in the middle to aim at if he can try and move across. Maligo pretty composed in the Mangu land since he's come on. Fauna into Gandhi. Momo Camera has the strike, little deflection, and that'll be a corner to Sierra Leone. When he hits them, they tend to go on target. And it's hat-trick against Egypt coming from 4 shots on goal. We'll be delighted that the ball is at this end of the pitch in the final and 4th minute of additional time. Keita taking his time, but urged on by the Ivorian referee. That's sensible play from Gandhi. Couldn't hold on for it as long as he would have liked, though. He has won the corner. No, not convinced like that. It is almost time. The game plan is not going to change from here. Eat down the seconds. Well, there's no time for the throw, and Sierra Leoneans sink to their knees as well as Tanzanians. But it's the Sierra Leoneans, the West Africans, who do so in delight and relief as well, I'm sure, because they have won their 2nd game out of 3 in their first ever Under-20 Africa Cup of Nations. A draw against Zambia, followed by a victory against Egypt, and now this 1-0 win against Tanzania means that Sierra Leone are up to 7 points from 3 games in Group A. They are 4 clear of Egypt, who play tonight, of South Africa, who don't play for another 3 days, while Tanzania, well, they are pointless after 2 games. A 4th defeat out of 5 matches of the Under-20 AFCON for them. It was Samuel Gandhi's goal just before half-time that settled this tie. Tanzania tried and huffed and puffed in the second half to find an equalising goal, but they will rue the early miss by Bakari and Simu. The player of the match, the Sierra Leone skipper, Momo Camera. It has ended in Ismailia. Tanzania 0, Sierra Leone 1.
Yeah, thank you. And